Hi guys, it's Rachel here, and I am going to do my 52 tag challenge, Anne Brooke's. So I just rolled my jumper back because it gets in the way. I hope everybody is well. And right, so it was Hexies. So Anne did the Hexies in a specific way. I'll choose my tag afterwards. I didn't bring in my other ones, the completed ones, but you've seen those before, so we won't worry about that. So what I want to do first, I think, is choose my background. Just a minute. Now this is huge. I bought this beautiful box at that shop. Isn't that lovely? It was €10, and it's Vecchio Romagna, which is like a liquor, like it's some sort of... I won't be able to open it because it'll crash into the camera. Maybe I can do that so you can see inside. I've got some of my favourite fabrics in here. I might choose this one. And might need some, I don't know. I'm just going to pull a few out and then we'll see. Don't know why I'm keeping that. We'll chuck that in the bin. That was my boo-boo from the last time. Piece of my very old, that colour's nice with that. Got a bit of lace in here. I like all these bits. I wonder if I always end up using the same colours, probably. Oh, I had that from last. We'll have to find a home for that. And what background? Got some hemps here. What is that? Well, that's too small, I think. I like the rust. I kept that for all the rust. I could have... Oh, there's a piece of quilt. The piece of quilt from the last time. That's good. And we might just keep a few of these out. So then I can move it out of the way. And have a bit of space. So don't, for these hexes, don't want fabrics that are too thick. So, so yeah, I'm just choosing some of the thinner ones, I think. I'll keep that one out. It's quite dark, but you never know. Like these linen-y sort of ones, I mean, they would work, but I think I'll stay away from them and just have the thinner ones. Now that could be good. That's already a square, so I can cut a circle out of that. Lots of little bits in here to play with. Let's keep that out just in case. It's a piece of grey. That's a new fabric. But the new fabrics work in with the old fabrics, so they don't all have to be super old. Okay, I think that's enough. So I'm very carefully going to move this over here. I don't know what period the box is from. It's probably just vintage. It wouldn't be anything too super old at that price. I do have my circle thing. Now I bought this at Kmart or Target in Australia, but like probably 10 years ago. And I think it was when scrapbooking was in, and so you could put it in the ring binder and have it there ready, and there were other shapes as well. So that's what I'm going to use to cut my circles out. But I wanted to figure out what is my base going to be. Maybe I'll use this beautiful, a bit of fluff on it. It probably fell on the floor. So we could have this, or I was thinking this could be nice. Then what colours would I put on this? That's going to be very bulky. Maybe I'll put it on a plain background, or this kind of background could be nice. And then what colours would I put on there? No. Got a few fabrics. Oh, isn't that pretty? I think I would like some sort of stripe, but these are all too busy, what I've got here. Put those over there. Let's just have a look at this. Maybe on this one. I think I'm going to do it on this one. Maybe a bit of both. So let's just grab a tag here and get my size. Got these big whopping scissors here. I should get my other ones. That's how I measure. Rip it. See if I can rip it that way. Oh, it did. Perfect. Nice and wonky and scrappy. Put that over there. And I might have some of this as well in my background. This could be a very long video because I'm umming and ahhing. I'm not allowed to and ah. Put that there. I like that. But I don't like it being even, so I might put it like that. So let's just quickly stitch that down and then we'll get cracking on the rest. And I've had this idea, don't know if it's allowed, but I am using Anne's technique, but then going to do something different. I did mention it to my mum yesterday and she thought it was a great idea. And so I'll just do little teeny tiny running stitches. So I don't want to stitch over the fray bit there because I want to keep that. So hopefully I stay on screen. I'm sorry, my Monday video, I was off screen. I was trying to, in my mind, trying to keep everybody happy. A lady had asked me, can you keep your completed things on screen so that we can admire them? And I was trying to do that and I had too much on my table. And I knew I was a bit off screen. I didn't realize it was as bad as it was. So I apologize for that. I think next time I won't publish the video. I'll just do a quick, unfortunately it was my weekly challenge. I didn't have time to redo it, and so I won't publish it, and I'll just do a quick show and tell and say this is what I made if that happens again. It doesn't happen on purpose. So yeah, so I won't, I just won't publish the video. There'll be no video, or there will be just a show and tell of what I made, because sometimes it happens. I now have nothing on my table except for fabric, so let's hope I can stay on screen. I have not zoomed in as I normally am for fear now of going off screen, but then I know but that's the hard thing. Oh, Coco, that my friend's here, and her little doggy is barking, but anyway, it's such a cute dog. I love it. So yeah, so I was just trying to, I did have too much stuff on my table. That's the trick. Got to get the stuff off the table. Note to self, get stuff off table so you don't go off screen. But no, I haven't zoomed in as much, so you probably can't see, but it is what it is because I don't want to go off screen. Okay. Right, so that's stitched down. I just like my pieces to be firm in place before I do anything else, because otherwise it can be quite a frustrating experience if things are sliding about and not staying where you want them. It can drive you bananas. Okay. I'm hoping I've got all my equipment that I need. So that's my base. I don't know if I'm sticking it on that tag. I'm just looking at it. Okay, so now I need to decide. I'm not going to use that one. And I might slip in some lace somewhere, but I'm not sure. So I could use some of this. Or maybe it's better something with a smaller pattern. I do love this. And how big do I want my... I don't know how they're going to turn out. So I'm just going to flip it over and I'm going to draw here and see what size this I get from this one. Let's grab a pencil. Oh, I just wanted to show you my pencil holder. It's new. And I got them for Lulu because she's got a lot of great pens and stuff. But look at this. It's really cool. It's a little tower like that. Lulu organized it for me. So I'm not searching for things anymore. And it just sits here right next to my crocodile. It's fantastic. Lulu's got 4 of them because she had, she does art. So she has a lot of things. And I got them. I'll tell you, I'm not going to throw that. See, I'm going to cut this out. But I'm going to keep my bits because those are good bits when you do snippety things. So Lulu yeah, she has a lot. So she's got 4. I got the first round I got on Amazon. It was like €20 for 3, but they're very good quality. And then I got the next 3 from AliExpress, and I don't know what they're called, but I just looked. I'm just gonna have a sip of coffee. I looked up. So you fold it to the middle, if I remember correctly. I'm not doing the ironing thing. Isn't that typical? And then you fold that to the middle, kind of. Now mine are a bit wonky because I'm not, you know, I don't do things properly. Yeah, I just looked up pencil, you know, pencil desk holders, that sort of thing. So this is going to be quite small, this one. That circle is 2 inches. It's making a very small one. Do I have to go in another one? I think I do there. Oh, cute. That's teeny tiny. Now, I'm going to grab my needle and I'm going to put... You're going to die when you see what I want to do. I don't know if you'll like it. That is so cute. Love the colours. So my first thought was, this is quite an easy way to do hexes, but it's quite bulky. I'm just putting a few stitches in here because I need to hold it all down, make sure it's all stitched down, and you'll see why in a second. Because I thought you could just use it on that side as well. But my mum said to me, no, you just, if you want to use them on the other side, you do them the normal way, not this way, because it defeats the purpose. And I said, okay, Mum. Okay, so I've stitched that down. Gosh, I love this fabric. Got only the tiniest piece of it. Okay. Now, please don't freak out when you see what I'm going to do. Actually, I might make them all first and then I'll show you what I'm going to do. How about that? Keep my needle threaded so we can make them. Oops, I can't see for looking. Oh, can you hear that? That's Lulu. She's watching Gilmore Girls. She's up to she's watched it a million times. And she's up to where Jess is, he appears. We love Jess. Jess was our favourite. And Lulu literally wailed, sobbed when he, when Rory left him. Oh, what were you going to say, Billy Big Ears?
It wasn't Jess on the motorbike. It was Rory's dad.
Oh, Rory's dad.
I
so Jess hasn't appeared yet. No. You're all excited that Jess was in it, and he's not. He's not there yet. He hasn't arrived because she's watching it back from scratch. But when we watched it together, and it was like my second time watching it. I think when I watched it with Lulu, and I didn't remember.
Yeah, it was your second time.
What you know, how it had happened, you know, how the story went. I keep all those bits, and so anyway. When Jess, I can't remember how it happened, but Rory left Jess. Everyone was angry with him, I think, and because he's the bad boy, and Lulu went bananas. She's like, oh, she cried so much, and she said, I'm not watching it anymore. And I said, watch it, it's really good. So then she continued watching it, and it's like her one of your favorite series, isn't it, Lily?
Oh yes, I'm rewatching it just because it's so good.
I'll rewatch it eventually.
It's like the 3rd time that I'm watching it.
Now, that's not meeting up, is it? Is that right? I meant to put another one in. I guess I meant to put another one in. I don't think I can I can. No, that's not right. So I need to start again. I didn't go right to the centre. Oh, you need to find the centre. That's what Anne did. Gosh, I'm a ding-dong. Ding-dong. Cuckoo. I'm my own worst critic. Don't worry about that, guys. So I've got to fold it to the middle. Hello, Rachel. Now it should work. Just give it a little crease with your nail. There we go. There we go. Bit like watching paint dry, watching me do this. There we go. No, it still doesn't meet. I must have a wonky circle. Unless I meant to do another one. There. And then I'll just go like that. That's okay. Like that. There we go. That'll do. That will do. Get my needle and stitch it down. Yes, so she then she watched it and then really enjoyed it. So they are very cute in these lovely fabrics, and I could decide, you know, I could just keep them as they were, but I was going to do something else, and now I'm doubting myself. I guess it's not the end of the world if I don't like it. I can just not post the video and do another video. Yes, I don't know why I'm feeling nervous. It's not like I'm live, I forget. So this one's a little bit wonky, but do we care? No, we don't. Okay, that'll be enough. I think we need a stronger colour now. I might do a slightly bigger one in the stronger colour, and I don't have a big enough piece of that. I'd like that one, so I could do that one. That's not strong. Maybe I'll have this blue here. I'll do this blue, or maybe that red. Well, I'll do a bigger one in the red. Will the red fit? I'll do a few. Can you bear it? You could fast forward. You can always fast forward if you don't want to watch. It's always an option. Fast forwarding is always an option. Remember that, guys. I'm using a 2B pencil. 2B pencils are softer, and they work better on fabric rather than the harder pencils. This is an old French fabric I bought years ago. Okay. I keep those because I stitch those on things. So let's find the center again. I didn't do that in the other one. That one worked out well, and I didn't even find the center. That one was a bit wonky. Okay, so that goes there. Did I put a knot in my needle? I'm just doing a twirly around my finger, nothing special. Being lazy today. That there. That there. That's worked out slightly better. And then that one would, in theory, come on down to there. Like that. Okay, so we have a bigger one. I have to remember my tag is not very big. But I'm also going to make the blue one, so I've got a choice. Well, it's not really blue, it's a greeny, aquary sort of colour. Whoops. Back you go. In we go. So hopefully I've stitched them down hard enough. You know, enough, I should say, not hard enough, but enough that they stay in place. Okay. So I watched a US news report. I don't know what channel it was. It was just on YouTube. Just a minute. I'll just have a sip of coffee. Sorry if I made a noise. Yeah, I watched this news report. And it showed, oh my goodness, guys. I know I go on about the snow a bit, but I don't think I want that snow. You guys are getting, oh my goodness, it'd be a bit scary, I will say. It's a little bit, oopsie, drop those big whopping scissors. Wow, I saw the snowstorm that you guys are having right across, like a huge band of snowstorm and trucks crashing on the road. And wow, I didn't know it snowed in Texas. I'm really surprised. So I hope everybody's well and safe. And when I say I love the snow, I don't want that snow. I just want a little bit of snow. Just, you know, I just want to watch it come down. But I don't want all the wind and the ice and the rest of it. And I know you can't have it all. Isn't that pretty? It's a shame that's going to go on the other side. So let's fold this. This is the last one I'm doing. Then I'm going to make a choice. So I've got a choice of colours, you see. I'll fold that down. I don't even know if I'm doing it the right way, but they seem to be working out okay. Did I put a knot? Now the reason why I'm concerned, yes, I did. Because once you've folded it, you need to keep your finger there. And you don't want to sort of you don't want to be putting knots in the end of your thread. Hopefully you can see me. Oh gosh, this might be another video I can't publish. Oh, the stress. There we go. And that one worked. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Pick it up. It's quite an enjoyable method, Anne. It's quite enjoyable. And I know you said you mentioned you learnt that from Loretta. Oh my goodness, and I've unthreaded. I hope my thing doesn't unfold. So I guess if I publish what I'm going to do, it means that I liked how it turned out. There we go. Because as I said, I'm not live, am I? So I can give it a go. Okay, I think I've caught everything. Put a knot. Although we're finished making these, now we're going to see about the placement of them. So, no, now let me cut. I'll cut this one because I've got more of this fabric. I'm going to cut these here. You're going to freak out, I know. It's a bit freaky. So it's still a hexie, but it's loose. And look at that. See? I like it. It's a little flower. Yeah. So that was my thought. I decided to cut them. Don't know if that's okay. I mean, that's how I'm doing it. That's what I wanted to do. It's my interpretation. Oh, so cute. I love them. And then you fluff them up a little bit. Do a bit of fluffing. And you get these really cute little flowers. Now, I might need this colour. That colour might work better. Let me just cut this one. I might have to make one more. I do humbly apologise if I have to make one more. I might have to. See, that's why I stitched them down and tried to be careful that I've stitched them down enough. So cute. Okay, so this one I'm just going to wing it. I'm just going to cut a circle. It's kind of a square, so I just sort of pull my scissors around and do a kind of circle. I can throw that bit out, for heaven's sake. I just want to make one more because I feel like I might, rather than that blue one, prefer to have a pink one. And I don't think I want the red one because it's too big. Although I could trim it down, couldn't I? Anyway, we'll see. So, we'll just, have I got a knot there? Yes. Okay, one more. This is going to be tiny, this one. Love this fabric. This is not an old fabric, but it's like a old looking sort of fabric. I don't think I've got much left of it. I probably have a tiny piece of it. I've had it for a long time. I used to put it in the growth charts I made. There we go. That worked out well, and it was my wonky circle. So that's a trick. Like if you don't want to draw around a, you know, you don't have, maybe you've got a little piece of fabric and you don't have a circle shape the right size, just cut a square and then you just very carefully cut around it and you'll get a circle shape. I think I'm going to prefer this one to the blue one. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, I'm thinking that that blue there can be like a vase. Okay. Right. So that's that. Let's cut it. So I'm just cutting a little bit like, just like if you were cutting a bit of an envelope off to open it. So I've got little hexie flowers. Look at that. Well, if this is going to be a vase, it could have more flowers, couldn't it? Maybe I'll cut this one down. Let's see this one, how big it becomes. Cut a bit more off it. It's a little bit thicker, this fabric, so I do recommend thinner fabrics, not too thick. So I've trimmed that one down. Oh, it does fluff up nicely. I think it's going to be too many. It's going to be too many. I don't normally do 4. That there. I want another one coming down here. Don't know. Or otherwise, my other thought had been, put that there. My other thought had been to have them more sort of separated out. Like, and then have a little stem coming down and leaves. I think I prefer that. I'm not going to do that because it's, if I was going to do it as a vase, I would have made it smaller. I think I'm going to put that piece there. I'm going to have it just coming over the edge. So, where's my needle? Okay. Have your shapes going in different directions. Just do my little running stitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video a second and I'm just going to do a, I'll show you if I've got my threads near. I'm just going to get a beige perlé cotton, I think, and I'm just going to do some running stitch. Oh, Dean, he was such a bore. He was cute, but such a bore. Jess was much more fun. But then they did the movies. I'm talking about Gilmore Girls, by the way. Then they did the movie, you know, the 4 episodes mini-series, and it kind of was left in the, you know, in the air, like we didn't know what happened, really. Okay, so let me see. Got my little needle thing here. Oh, I've got some already threaded here. This. Now let me just see if I put. Oh, quite nice. I like the pink one as well, but then that's 4, isn't it? Anyway, I'm just going to do, first I'm going to do some running stitch on here. I think I'll start over here. Oh my goodness. That's the thing about working on little pieces, is you do get tangled. So I'm just going to do rows backwards and forwards like that. So I'll pause the video for that because otherwise it's going to be really long. Okay, so I'm back. All I did was running stitch there, and I just stitched on a little piece of lace. Now, I need to decide. I'm going to put that there. I had 4. I've lost one. That one and that one. Like that, I think. Yeah. I've lost my blue one. Where's my blue one gone? I've shoved it somewhere and can't find it. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we'll just have those 3. I had a blue one. Maybe it's under my thing. Oh, it is. Anyway, I'm not going. I probably won't put the blue one on. It was, see, that was just destiny telling me not to worry about the blue one. So I'm just going to put a couple of stitches in there to hold them in place. That's that one. And I think when you stitch them down, they're going to puff up even more, which is going to be really good. That's going to go there. Such a challenge for me. Great little thing to make in front of the TV. I don't know if I can't remember what I said in the beginning of my video. I've got my new office chair. They've arrived. My husband got them for us from a supplier that he's done. He got them, I'm just trying to see where to put it, quite a big sort of job with a, you know, they supplied all the chairs for a office that they were doing redesigning, and so he actually, the gentleman gifted them to us, which was really nice of him. And they're very nice chairs. The thing is, it's nearly bigger than my room, but it's very comfortable. And maybe when we one day renovate our apartment, I'll be more organized and it will be perfect. And I'll be able to sit here all day. Not that that ever happens. Okay, now I want to, oh, do I have it? Yes, I do. I think it's in here. Oh my goodness, in my messy box. I'm sure I must have it in here. I hope I do. I've got a disappearing pen here. Here we go. I was looking for my black one, but it might be in the other room because I'm a bit of a mess. Okay, so this is just a one of those pens that you wet, and I'm just going to do some little vague sort of lines to know where I want to embroider. Okay. I don't think I'm going to put that one on. It's overkill. Or I'd need another little mini one. Anyway, now what colour will I use to embroider with? And put that over there. So I'm actually thinking, like, the obvious colour would be green, but I'm actually thinking I might use a brown. I like brown and blue together. That brown. No, I like a more sort of dirty sort of brown, like that brown. Yes, that one, or that's always a favourite. No, that one, the darker. Or that's also a favourite. No, this one. Okay, stick with the plan, Rachel. I haven't finished my centres yet. I'm just deciding what, so I thought I'd get on with this bit. I thought I'd get on with this bit, and so I can think whether, I was wondering whether do I want to do knots? Do I want to do buttons? Do I want to do fluffy bits? I'm going to have quite thick here. This is 4 strands. Four strands. I'll do a quilter's knot. Now, I'll show you, I show it every video. The point of the needle is up here, the bottom of the needle is here. The tail in your hand, you hold it down the needle towards the eye of the needle. Okay, so I hold it in place and then wrap one. I'm going to go twice with this one because I've got lots of strands, but normally you'd go 3. Just pull it down the thread and you get your knot at the end. It's a bit of a messy one, but that's okay. Okay, that's how you do it. So now I'm going to make sure I sort of start under the flower. So if the flower moves, you don't see where I started. And I'm just going to, I think I might do split stitch. So split stitch is like a, can't see anything yet. Don't worry, I'm not splitting it yet. You'll see in a second. So split stitch is where it's like a back stitch. I'll hold it up. So you come up forward like you would with back stitch, and you go back and you go into the stitch about halfway and split it. You come back into the split stitch. Just gives it a little bit of texture, really. So come forward a little bit. Now it's very hard to see because I'm using brown and it's just blending in, but I'm going in through my stitch halfway down the middle. So come forward. There's my stitch there. See, if I go up too high, then you don't get the light, and that going in back into the stitch. So I'm going to just continue on down past this flower. I'm just going to lift the flower up so I go under it, because if the flower moves, then you can see, if you jump and you didn't stitch there, you'd be able to see it. So here, you can probably see better here. There's my stitch. I'm going in my stitch there, back. Very easy stitch. So normally with back stitch, you'd come back down where the beginning of that stitch is. Instead, you're just going in the middle of the threads. It's not like I'm counting 2 on each side or anything like that, or, 2 threads on each side. I'm just winging it, as I always do. Okay. So it'll be a shame if this one's off screen. Hope not. Shouldn't be. I'm trying to hold it like, you know, like this. Normally I'd hold it more up so I can see better, but I'm trying to hold it so you guys can see. Splitting my stitch. So again, I might pause this and finish this off because it'll take me a minute. And then I'll come back when it's done. Okay, so I'll pause it and then I'll come back and show you. Okay, so I'm back. I've just done my back stitch here, my split stitch, and I'm just deciding, do I want to put something like one of these? Just trying to find one. Something like that there. Or do I want to add this one here? Maybe. Take that off and add that. I think I like that one there. It's breaking the rules in the sense that there are 4 and not 5 or 3. I usually do odd numbers, but I just seem to like that there. And threaded my thing. Just let me see, or otherwise I have a little number. Oh, I quite like the little number. That was too big, that one. Do I like that more? Or that more? I like that more. Okay. Put the little number down there. Oh, there we go. We can have it all. How about that? Right. I am doing 4. I'm doing 4. Sometimes it works. Well, it works in my opinion. It might not work in other people's. Could just be also the colour. Oh my goodness. My hands are dry too. It's been very cold, like -4 degrees Celsius, which is nothing like what a lot of people are experiencing in the US. However, for me it's cold, so my hands are dry. Okay. Right. And I am going to put that down there in that little space just down there. I like that. And I've got some red here. Do I have enough? I'm just going to catch it on the corners. Okay, and then jump across here. Oh my goodness, I can't find the... Okay, I'll get a bigger one. There we go. Got it. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. It's done it again. Okay. Now, in the flowers. Sorry guys, doorbell. Okay, people wanting to sell you stuff, but they just come right to the door, don't even ring the front. Now, do I want buttons? Do I want buttons? Which is the obvious choice, isn't it? I'm just trying to see a slightly bigger one for that one. Where's my little jar of teeny tiny ones? I think I might need a teeny tiny one for those. So we could have buttons, or we can do knots. I don't know. I think I might do knots. Buttons are an obvious choice to me, and I like to do what's not obvious. So let's just go in here and see. That colour. Maybe those two colours, I don't know. I'm distracted now because those selling people came to the door and they really irritate me. Because they should ring the doorbell. And in fact, someone did ring the other, you know, like the outside, the gate doorbell, but they didn't answer. I went outside even, and there was nobody there. But then you don't just come and ring people's front door. It's creepy to me. So I think I'm going to do just a few knots in each one. I'm going to do the darker colour on this one. I'm just doing French knots. This is going to be the longest video ever. But sewing is not a fast thing. I could put also beads in there if you wanted to. I don't think that these tags are going to even fit on my big ring because they're pretty bulky, aren't they? So with the French knot, you come up, you wrap it a few times, 1, 2, 3. I've got 3 strands of thread, and just hold the tail. Not too tight, otherwise you can't get your needle through. And you just come down next to where you came up. I still need a couple more. Then I'll pause it and do the other ones, and then I'll show you. I'll come back when it's done, because otherwise this video is going to be really long, and who has time for that? Yeah, that's plenty. One more. I've lost count of how many I've put in there. 2, 3. Okay. Cute way to make a little flower. And I'm going to use this one, maybe in the pink one. So I'll go ahead and do the knots in those, and then I'll come back and show you. Okay, so I'm back. I put the lighter yellow in those flowers and the darker yellow in those ones. And now I have to attach it to my tag, but I was just wondering, do I want to put, will that be too much? I want a few little buttons. They kind of fill the spaces, but I just wonder if it's overkill. I wonder what my mum would tell me. Overkill. I think I'll leave it. My mum would tell me less is more. Okay, so we'll just grab a tag. Even this one will do. So I can stick it on that side. I think I'll stick it on this side. Yeah, that's the side. So let's stick it on and we are done. So there will be photographs, close-ups at the end, but that was my little take on it. That one kept flipping out, the little fold there, but when I put my stitches in there, it stayed. When I did my knots, is what I wanted to say. Just get my glue everywhere. So you can use this glue. This is the Eileen's tacky glue, or PVA glue is perfectly fine. I just grabbed what was nearest to me. So I've got quite a bit of bits of video to attach. I get quite confused. One time I attached them, because I'm a ding-dong, I attached them in the wrong order. Okay. Cute. That's very different to the other tags. Okay. Glue it on. And I'll do the writing and everything afterwards. I think we've been here for long enough. Cute, cute, cute. Oh, I'm quite happy. I was wondering what I was going to do with that. And there we go. It's done. So that is my tag. I hope you enjoyed that. Something slightly different. I love this one. This one's really, really full. See all the little layers that you get there from the folds. Really cute. I really like it. So there we are. I hope you enjoyed that, and thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing what you're doing with your tags, or if you've, I might have already seen some of them, and I will see you again soon. Bye.